The Pat McGrath Big Mothership palettes are the only Pat McGrath palettes I recommend. Which one is worth investing on? I have all of them, and this is my ranking based on the B.O.B. best of the best mindset. At the end of the video, there will be the short questions and my runway pairing with a specific collection in the ready-to-wear runway of Spring-Summer 2022. Number 6 is the Divine Rose 2 palette. This is a palette that I didn't want at the beginning, and then I started to be intrigued by it, but not for the multichrome, actually for the other shades. They are quite summery, the shades are very nice. But then when I got to know the palette, I realized that also this shade, the multichrome, is the best I have in my collection. And the reason is that you cannot beat this formula, this baked formula by Pat McGrath. As for now, this is actually the only multichrome that is available in this formula. Yeah, it's purple green, but this is actually a magenta purple that I don't like. Fortunately, I almost never see this color on my eyes. I don't know other people, maybe they do, but I don't see this on my eyes. This palette, honestly, the other shades are not really my thing. These shimmers are very creamy. They are better in person than in video. This palette is a little bit warm for me, too pink and too warm. Honestly, only like the baked shade, and also this yellow. I don't have a use for it. I mean, it's a yellow gold and it's too yellow for my liking, too much for me, not my style. I don't have a purpose for it. So there are really shades I never use. That are this one, this matte, this pink, and this golden yellow. These are very nice, and that's the reason why this palette is ranked so high, but it's actually the multichrome shade that make the palette, and I will swatch it here. Oh, you see it in all its glory. Let me remove the palette and show you this to you. What stands out for me compared to other indie eyeshadows is the texture, but also the fact that all the colors that you can see are muted, so it's very wearable for me, besides that magenta fuchsia that I don't like. You see? And how nice is this green? Because it's a muted green, it's not that lime green that is very bright. I like this muted green that goes yellow gold. There's the gold that tones down the green, and then the pink pops up. And this other shade is a masterpiece too. It's a little bit, it's a peach. I would say it's a complex peach because I can see some pink. I would like to compare it with the Stila Wonderlust. Yeah, and these Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadows are dried out at this point, but this is actually still in good conditions, and I think it can be the closest. So we have on top the Stila and at the bottom the Pat McGrath. They are quite close actually. Wow. Yeah, the Pat McGrath is heavier in the gold, while the Stila has more pink. These two are the best shades in the palette and make the palette for me. And these are the reason why the palette is ranked at the 6th position, because it's the other shades, as I told you before, I don't like them. The highlight shade is pink, never use it. This one is called something like blush. It's too dark for me to be used as a blush, too dark for me to be used as a crease color. I have no use for it. I don't like this matte shade on my eyes. It's too warm and too dark. And there's fuchsia here, satin fuchsia, that nice, but not really my style. Would I purchase this palette again? I would have preferred to purchase only these two shades as singles rather than buying the entire palette. But also this one is not bad. This orange is not bad. So purchasing these three at $40, because that I think would be the price for these shades as singles. If you add up the cost of these, they would cost the total cost of the palette. So the answer is yeah, I would purchase this palette again, because I like 3 of the baked shades, so that's the reason why I would purchase this palette again. Why this ranking? This is ranked at 6th position because this shade is the best multi-chrome shade I own of my entire collection, and I can assure you that my collection is wide. I have a lot of multi-chromes, but this is the best one, and that's the reason why this palette is ranked so high, despite the fact that I hate some shades in it, like this. Oh my gosh, I hate this, and this I don't care for it. For my runway pairing today, I chose an innovative brand that is Portuguese and is called Marques'almeida. It's been founded by 2 Portuguese guys. They studied in London, but now they have come back to Portugal. This brand has become famous for the creative use of denim with the acid color. As per usual, you will find the pictures that I share with you on Vogue.com. In this runway, I see bright colors that remind me of the Divine Rose 2 palette with the fuchsia and yellow. I see bright orange that actually is not present in Pat McGrath, but I would pair this orange with those multidimensional shades that you can find in the palette. I see soft fabric that do not constrain the silhouette, but rather enhance it. They are fluid lines with comfortable clothes. I really like these shock color pairings of bright orange and Barbie pink, and also yellow and red. Diversity was really taken seriously. I like the mixture of women and men in the same collection, without any distinction. Any color was there, any size was there. I particularly like a bright orange dress that came out like a flame, as the fabric became fire, a pure element. This collection is generally creative and free from boundaries. Have a look at my other Pat McGrath ranking videos and let's meet up there. Bye!